If you don't have whole muscle meat and you still want to make jerky, you can make it out of ground beef. So I'm going to show you how to do that today too. We're going to do this in the oven instead of the dehydrator, although you can use the dehydrator if you want. First thing I'm going to do, parchment paper on a cookie sheet. And it doesn't go all the way to the edge. I'm going to grab the smaller cookie sheet. This cookie sheet will better fit the parchment paper. Upside down. Now you want to use, like with the whole muscle jerky, you want as little fat as possible. So get the leanest ground beef you can. This is 90%. From what I've read, don't do anything less than that, and preferably more. I mean, more lean than 90%. So it's going to roll out better if you kind of mush it up a bit. The other thing to think about is, since this is for the dogs and I'm controlling their salt intake, I'm not going to put salt in it. However, that means it's not going to be quite as safe for people to eat. So if you are making this for people, or if you want to taste a little bit too, add your salt, add your seasonings for the jerky, let it marinate, and then go on to this step, which is basically spread it out on your cookie sheets. I'm kind of particular about my rolling pins. I don't want my rolling pins touching meat because it's getting close to Christmas and I still have lefse to make. Therefore, I'm just going to press it with my hands. But you do want it even and thin, like 1/4 inch. Once you've got it completely flattened out on your cookie sheet, go ahead and you can use a knife or a pizza cutter to just score it, because eventually we'll be cutting or breaking it apart. These are long strips of jerky, so once I get finished, I'm going to score it the other way too. I don't need 12-inch pieces of jerky. The dogs wouldn't mind, but yeah. Now, one more difference between ground beef jerky and whole muscle jerky is that this needs to be heated. There's more surface area when you grind the beef. Therefore, preheat your oven to 300 and put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 300 and then knock the temperature down. When you put it in at 300, keep the door closed. After that first 10 minutes, then the door is going to be cracked open a little bit and you're going to be at your lower temperature, about 200 degrees. And it's going to be in there for about 2 hours. I'm going to take it out of the oven, blot it dry with paper towels, flip it over, another 2 hours. Okay, I just took the ground beef jerky out of the oven. You can see that it has shrunk a lot. Just blot the top with a paper towel, because there is some grease on there. It was in the oven for 2 hours. I took it out, blotted it, and flipped it over. Put it in for another 2.5 or so. So it's been in the oven for 4.5 hours now, plus the 10 minutes at the beginning, right? And it's on one sheet like that. Let's just blot it. Definitely looks cooked. Because I scored it with the pizza cutter, it just breaks apart pretty easily. You can cut it too if you want. And there we've got ground beef jerky.